We believe every business needs marketing, and we are here to make it simple.
Genie Rocket is the all-in-one marketing tool.
With a unified inbox,
landing page and website builder,
calendar integration, email and SMS campaign capabilities,
unlimited contacts,
marketing automations,
social media scheduler, unlimited sales pipelines, and so much more.
At the end of the day, a tool is a tool. And there are thousands of tools out there that you can use to help you reach your goals. But that's exactly it. It's how you use them. And without the right coaching, you really don't know how to use them. So that's why we're here. Our team of experts is here to coach you and guide you so that you can hit your marketing goals and ultimately your business goals.
Our network of small business owners is designed to keep you connected and engaged with your fellow entrepreneurs.
Genie Rocket is for solopreneurs, it's for small business owners, it's for marketing teams, it's really anyone that has a product or service to sell that you want to get better at marketing. So we have people in our community that are part of bigger teams and they're the marketing director or they're the marketing manager. We also have small business owners in here that want to learn it themselves and do it themselves. And then we have individuals that are just starting out as solopreneurs so they can be equipped with everything that they need in the awesome community with all the tools so they can get the results that they desire.
With our community, you have the ability to learn and grow in marketing together.
As you can see, there's a lot that makes us different here at Genie Rocket. One of our favorite things is our Be a Marketer workshop.
The first Friday of every month at 2 p.m. Central, we have a BAM Be a Marketer workshop, online or in person.
It is a free marketing workshop that we do the first Friday of every month at 2 p.m. Central.
BAM, Be a Marketer. And I can't wait to see you there. What's up, everybody? You guys ready to get started? BAM. Awesome. We're at BAM. Who knows what BAM stands for? Be a marketer. Be a marketer. That's right. Be awesome. Kid, be whatever you want it to be. So BAM is Be a Marketer. And the reason we call it that is the psychology of thinking like a marketer. We want you guys to think a little bit more like marketers so you can get good results for your business. So we like to show things that are working, things that other people are doing, how they're getting results, so you guys can apply them to your business. So let's do should we do some intros? See who's here? You guys want to do that? All right. So we're going to get a little handheld microphone back here. And then we've got everyone live here. If you guys can wave to the camera back here, say what's up to everyone joining live. What's up, everybody? If you guys are joining live, we've got Logan manning the chat over here. You can't see him, but we can. And if you can just introduce yourself as well as we go around and do the introductions here. We'll go ahead and get rocking and rolling.
Hey guys, my name is Shayna Drayson. My wife and I own the Drayson Mobile Bar and Events, and we're all about creating event experiences worth reliving.
Hi, Stephanie Long with Concept Pelvic Health. We are pelvic floor physical therapy.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Caicedo. I don't have a job right now, but hopefully I will by the end of next week.
And what did you just finish?
Oh, I just took my real estate exam.
And
I passed it.
Yes.
Hey guys, Jessica Spahn here from The Keller Point. I don't know what to say really, except for what are you waiting for? Get to the point.
Get to the point. And you're an author too, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I have a children's book called The Christmas Kitten.
The Christmas Kitten.
And it must be said that way. Just saying.
Hey, I'm Melanie Earls. I own Pool Works franchise out in Hazlet, Texas. And we have a retail store and do pool maintenance and service.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Keith Earls, and we are Finally Clean Window Washing and More. We're a white glove service business that offers a very unique boutique experience that just so happens to wash windows.
They did our windows in here too. They've gotten a little dirty since then, but they looked amazing whenever they first got cleaned.
Howdy y'all, I am James Kennedy with the Rideau Law Firm, a law firm that focuses on estate planning, business development, as well as probate work. So be it probate wills or LLCs, we'll help you through the legalese.
Was that a song? Did we just get a jingle? We got a jingle. You've just been jingled. Uh-huh.
I am Dr. Adam with Liberated Chiropractic. My wife and I own a family practice in Grapevine, Texas. She focuses on prenatal and pediatric care, and I work with former athletes and current athletes.
And I'm Byron Loxo with Ace Card Services. We provide merchant services to businesses to help them improve their bottom line and cash flow for their business so that you can afford more marketing.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you for that last part. That was perfect. Well, guys, I forgot to print out any handouts today. Sometimes I have like the church fill in the blanks today, and I'm so sorry because I spent more time on the slides. But would it help if we grabbed any like blank pieces of paper for you guys to take notes on? That'd be helpful. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Madison. And then we've got some pins here too. So if the future real estate mogul can pass out some pins. And just in time, we just finished the intro, so you can introduce yourself after you sit down. We'll give you a little microphone and everything. Awesome, thank you.
Introduce yourself? Yeah. Hello. I'm Marian Alsep. What else is that it? I'm Marian Alsep.
And your business?
Business is Drip Bar and Trophy Club.
Hey, Drip Bar. All right. What's up? Cool. So what we're going to be talking about today, guys, is how to generate more appointments and boost sales with AI. So question, how many of you guys are using AI for your business right now? Any sort of AI? A little bit Adam, a little bit. How are you using AI? Yep.
That maybe says, get that certain point across a certain tone. Instead of just kind of random words.
Yeah, so using like chatbot, GPT, come up with posts, it's pretty incredible. AI has gotten really, really smart. And if you guys haven't used that, I mean, that's kind of a free resource you have at your fingertips. I personally have started using it for everything. My team has been using it a lot more. And then I just kind of jumped in, but anything that I write or I'm putting on a sales funnel or writing for an email or doing a social post, I now copy and paste it into like chatbot. And it's basically like, hey, can you make this better for me? And it makes it better. And it's awesome. So that's probably like the easiest way to use it. And online too, just put a 1 in the comments if you guys are using AI for anything in your business as well. But AI is a super powerful tool, and it's not going anywhere. It is getting more and more ingrained in our society. And the neat thing is, as small business owners, it's becoming a lot easier for us to leverage and use for our advantage. So I'm going to show you some ways that you can do that more to get better results for your business. So the first thing is like talking about appointments. Why are appointments important? Can't my leads just show up and buy? That's what we want, right? Like I don't want to actually have to talk to people. Like I was just talking to Keith. Keith had to go through and call back some of his old prospects and clients and had a great month. You know, and it's the action of actually talking to people, because people aren't just going to read something that's going to inspire them so much that they're just going to click and buy all the time. That does happen every once in a while. But how many of you guys rely on having to have a conversation with someone usually before they make a purchasing decision? Most of us in here. So we can't be afraid of talking to people. And in order to talk to more people, we need to be able to book more appointments, right? Because sometimes people aren't going to be ready on the fly to always just have conversations to pick up and call. So having a way that people can schedule conversations is really important. So the key here when we talk about digital marketing, how many of you guys have heard of the term of like vanity metrics? Anyone vanity metrics? So vanity metrics, if you've ever been in the world of like social or digital, are all the things that look good, like fluffed up numbers, but it doesn't actually mean a sale. So for example, a vanity metric could be, hey, you got 1,000 impressions. It's like, great. What does that mean? You're like, oh, 1,000 people saw your ad. You're like, cool. So when does that turn into a lead or a sale? Like, well, it hasn't yet, but it might. So what we want to focus on are what are things that actually create results, not just get you a bunch of vanity metrics, because vanity metrics don't always equal money in the bank, right? So we try to think about how do we get more things that actually create revenue and growth. So the important part about appointments are these things right here. The three things is they build trust, they help overcome objections, and it helps you gain commitment a lot faster on that appointment. So the importance of appointments are really, really big. And you might have felt this way before, of just like, I just want to talk to somebody, right? Like I can't ever get a hold of someone to have a conversation. And it's funny that we're talking about AI, because AI, people think like robot, unpersonalized. But if you can leverage AI to get to have a real conversation with the person, that's the gold that we're trying to dig here. So if you can figure out how to get in front of people and avoid this frustration when someone just wants to talk to you, we want you to be able to connect with them faster. So there's an over-the-phone selling formula, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this sales psychology first, and then I'm going to go more into AI. So this still has to do with AI, but it's important that we understand the sales psychology of the over-the-phone selling, and that's where we do what's called the promise, proof, and offer. So if you guys ever are on the phone with somebody, you have to make sure that you cover at least these three things. And it's going to help you get closes a lot faster and more consistent. So the problem is really simple. It's identifying the problem they're trying to solve. So if someone comes into Drip Bar, if they're having a conversation with Drip Bar, it might be like, hey, are you trying to recover from something? Are you about to go out and drink? Did you already drink a lot? Did you just finish a marathon? Are you trying to make your skin look like better? Like what problem are you trying to solve? Because you can't just immediately say, hey, we're going to book you in for the All-Star Drip. Like, well, I don't need the All-Star Drip. I'm trying to get my skin to look better. So identifying the first part of what problem they're trying to solve is so important. I was even on a call right before this, and that was one of the questions I asked is, hey, when you booked this call with me, what did you want me to help you with? What problem do you want me to help you solve? Instead of just running my mouth and saying all about the stuff that we do, sometimes we just need to be quiet and say, hey, when you booked that appointment, what were you hoping to accomplish from our meeting today? What problem are you trying to solve? Just ask. So make sure that you can define a really clear problem to solve. The promise part is what's the promise of your solution if they say yes. If Keith calls me and he says, hey, Brad, I drove by your office. Man, I love your office. It is so cool. And I noticed that since we cleaned your windows, like they're getting a little dusty and dirty again. Would it make sense for me to go ahead and schedule my guy to come out and get you on the books for next Thursday so we can have your windows looking sparkling clean again? Right? So yes, I just gave you the sales pitch. You can give to me right after this, and I probably will say yes. But the promise is all about that desired result the person's going to get, right? Same for like Drip Bar. Saying, hey, would it make sense to get you scheduled in so you can feel amazing for that race you're about to do? Or that crazy party night that you had, would it make sense to go ahead and get you in so you can feel great and refreshed and hydrated through one of our drips? So make sure you understand the promise that your solution is going to give. If you're going to get some kid cakes, the promise is going to be what? The best tasting cupcake you will ever have? Is that the brand promise? Or if not, it'll be number one of your top three. Number one of your top three. That's right. And they're amazing. Have you guys all had kid cakes? Is it number one of your top three for everybody in here? Yeah? I think so. Validated. So make sure you know the promise of the solution that you're offering. And then the last one is the proof. And this one's really important because Keith can talk all day. Keith, this is your business, man. I know that you want to sell me window cleaning and I know that you think it's awesome, but what do other people say? Like what results do you have? So if Keith is able to say, hey, you know those windows you drive by across the street at the hotel? Go take a look at your windows, see how nice they look. And this is just a made up story, by the way. He could say, hey, we just cleaned those, right? Do you want your windows to look as good or better than those windows? Or for the pool service, right? It's saying, here's some other people that we've worked with and we've helped their pools, like, is it mostly pool maintenance? Okay. So the weekly pool maintenance, they've been like year-round functioning. They're happy. They've avoided any big disasters and big bills. So it's however you can wrap that up in proof in showing people that you've solved this problem before and you've got the proof to back it up. And if you have those three things, when you get booked appointments, I'm trying to prepare you guys, if we turn this on and you guys get a ton of booked appointments and you don't do these three things, you're not going to have great results. But if you can get those 3 P's down of promise, or 2 P's and a no, promise, proof, and an offer, then that's going to get you a lot more closes. And then finally, it's ask for the sale. Have you guys heard of this in sales training? A lot of times the problem with sales is people don't ask for the sale at the very end. They just like leave it open-ended and they shut down and they end the call and they're done. Instead of it being where Keith is going to say to me at the end of, before he leaves, he's like, hey, what's it going to take for us to get you out here next week? Can we go ahead and get you on the books? I'll send you an invoice. We'll be good, right? Like ask for that next step confidently to get the sale. Don't show them you can solve their problem and get them excited and then say, cool, well, sounds like maybe you need to think about it, or I'll follow up with you in a week, or when's the next time for you? It's really going after it and saying, hey, what do we need to do to help get this thing done? How do we get you on the books, or how do we get you to that next step? Because ultimately, you're solving a problem and you're trying to help them make a decision to solve a problem for themselves. Cool, so we remember those. Make sure we write those down. So promise, proof, and offer is going to be really important. And so the truth is, if you get more appointments and you are able to apply this framework on those calls, you're going to get more sales. It's not hard. Sales isn't hard. But if you don't have enough people to talk to, and then the people you do talk to, you don't show the proof and the promise and the offer, you're not going to get any more sales. You're not going to move things forward, and it's just going to be a stalemate constantly. So back to AI. How does AI help? Well, first I want to show you a couple of stats. This is taken from, you guys have heard of Constant Contact, big in the marketplace. They did this huge research study, and I was like, man, instead of me trying to do my own expensive research, I'm just going to, grab someone else's that's already been in the marketplace and done it. So this is some information that they've found. So proven success stories. So 91% of all small businesses polled said AI has helped them make their business more successful. That's a pretty good number. 60% of small businesses that currently use AI or automation in their marketing say they have saved time and are working more efficiently. Pretty good number. 33% of small businesses estimate they have saved more than 40 minutes per week on marketing by using AI or automation. So this kind of like general consensus is it can help the small business, whether it's like with Adam, if he's doing social post or marketing and he's just using chatbot to say like, I don't have the creative brain power right now to come up with the coolest, funnest, most cutting edge, clever posts or emails. Like I'm just going to pop something in chatbot and say, hey, write me a social post about the 4 benefits of stretching before doing a hard workout. Boom. And if you say, make this for social media, make it fun, and add emojis, it will do all those things, right? It is crazy what it will do, and you should all push it to its limits. So it can do some awesome stuff. So think about it like a highly efficient assistant that never sleeps. And we're not going to talk about all the different things that AI can do, because it can do a crap ton of things. So specifically, as we get a little deeper, I'm going to show you how you can leverage it to help you get more booked appointments on your calendar, so then you can practice that sales piece and try to get more sales. Does that sound good? Okay. So quick question is, would you rather spend more time doing admin tasks or spend more time not doing admin tasks? No more admin tasks. So, including booking appointments, like that can be cumbersome. We went into the age of Calendly. Have you guys ever had a Calendly account or something like that, where you can share a link with someone, they can click it, they can pick their time, sends out the invites. Like that was a huge step in the right direction. And that saved a lot of people a lot of time. The world that we're entering now, which is really nice, is you can actually have the cool factor of chatbot GPT and how robust it is, actually look at your calendar to see what dates are available and have text conversations with people coming into your world and help them book time on the calendar without them having to click a link, all happening through text, which is pretty amazing. So think about a 24/7 calendar booking robot that has access to your calendar, has access to ChatGPT, knows about your business, that continually trains and gets smarter, that's out there just trying to get people booked. That's really amazing. Like just that one thing alone can change people's businesses for booked appointments. I don't know if people have to book appointments to get kid cakes yet, but if it was ever booking an appointment to host an event or do something, whenever there's a need for someone to book an appointment, this thing is really a game changer. So quick example. So this is this is actually one that we did to kind of test it out. So I sent a text to just a group of people and it pulled their first name. So it was, hey, Crystal, can I show you some ways you can quickly boost your sales? So she just wrote back, awesome, thanks a bunch, yes. Boom, automatically the booking bot says, here's some of the available days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, what day works best for you? And this actually goes on and she says Thursday at 2, and it booked the appointment, but I had no part of this. All I did was start the initial text, that's it. And I sent it to 50 people and we got 7 or 8 booked appointments and I did nothing. I spent 2 minutes crafting that dumb little text up there, right? Super, super easy to do. So what about answering questions? What if someone is coming into the drip bar and they get this booking bot and they're like, well, what kind of drips do you guys offer? Does that just kill the bot? Does it destroy it? Does it make it blow up? Well, the neat thing is this bot is actually trained on your business. So it has its own Q&A section that gets filled out to say, what are all the common questions that get asked? So if someone is coming in to see Adam or to see Stephanie, and maybe there's a question about hey, for pelvic health work, do you also do this? It's going to be able to scrape the website. It actually learns everything on your website, and it learns everything you manually put in from a Q&A standpoint, and it's powered by chatbot GPT for context, so it doesn't just feel like random words spit out, and it will intelligently answer people. So this is, again, one for us. If someone just said, hey, what's the Rocket Fuel Retreat? The chatbot actually spits back this out as a text and says, the Rocket Fuel Retreat is a 1-day intensive where you get a system to generate targeted leads for your business on autopilot. It includes strategy sessions, landing page building, video creation, email nurturing, and Facebook ad setup. Want to book an appointment? Isn't that cool? So this is happening while I'm not even paying attention to this. If they say no thanks, the bot is courteous. It actually says, hey, no problem. Let us know if we can help in the future. If they say sure or yes or maybe or okay, it'll immediately kick off into great. Which of these dates works best for you? And it will send both me and them the appointment request, and it's done. All thought. Isn't that cool? What about lead qualification? Great question. We don't want just any crazies booking appointments with us. So you can actually have it where this SMS bot can make sure it gets questions answered before they even get the calendar link. So it could ask questions like, do you even like cupcakes? Yeah. Have you ever? There you go. They can say, have you ever done a probate or will before? So you can have it ask very specific questions about your business that it has to get answers to before it tries to book them an appointment, which is pretty dang cool. So if they don't answer them, they don't pass go. They don't get to activate the, I'm going to book you on the calendar. If they answer these questions, what they're wanting to do, then they get booked appointment on the calendar. So whenever your real estate work kicks in and you're out there trying to get new people, you could ask questions like, hey, are you looking to buy or sell? If they don't answer to anything, they don't get to book an appointment because they at least need the intelligence to say, I'm specifically looking to buy, I'm specifically looking to sell, or something that's going to trigger the booking bot to book them on the calendar. So that's pretty cool, right? Do you guys see how that could benefit your business if you are doing bookings, like having a bot help you actually get people on your calendar and you just show up to the meetings and know that they have answered questions. You can go back and look through the whole response. It's pretty dang cool. So question for you guys, where do you think folks go on a website when they need help? Do they go to the contact form or do they go to the web chat? Yeah, smart people in here. Do you guys all agree? Yes, 80% of people choose web chat. So what does that tell you first and foremost? That's right. Yeah, nobody wants to talk to you. Everyone prefers like the quick action communication. And also, guys, if you don't have web chat on your website, you should probably do that like today. Because that captures a lot more leads just by having chat on your website. A little chat bot will capture way more conversations than you having a contact form. Because nobody knows what happens on the contact form side either, right? It's like, I hope someone gets back to me. It might be 24 to 48 hours, right? Usually when you fill out a form, it's like, thanks, someone will get back to you someday, we hope. Whereas on a chat, it's like, man, if I'm on a chat, I'm on Adam's website and I say, hey, I've got this big thing coming up. I really need your help. Can you help me? Or what do you recommend? Like, I want my answer now. I don't want to put it into the web world and hope someone gets it and responds back. By the time you respond back, like, I might even forget I was ever on your website, right? So having a web chat is so critical because this is the truth out there is 80% of people choose that over a contact form. And it's not hard to get a web chat on your website. It's really not. So I would highly recommend that. This is our friends. Hey, it's another drip bar. So drip bar Keller over here. Like this is what a little web chat looks like, right? Like real simple. Hey there, have a question for our drip specialist? Text us here. So this is actually like a text web bot. So when someone fills this out, the conversation then picks up on text message. So if they start the conversation here and they fill it out and they're doing web chat, they shut their browser, they're in their car, they're picking up their kids from school, while Drip Bar is messaging them, they're actually getting it as a text on their phone and it keeps the chat going. Because how many of you have more than 5,000 tabs open on your computer right now or at any given time? Hey, I'm not alone. We're all a little crazy. So how hard is it to find that web chat you opened, right? Even if you do web chat and you've got all these tabs and browsers open, like there's a chance that you're never gonna find that chat again and you're just gonna be lost. So the neat part about doing an SMS chat is as soon as they fill that out, boom, you're in their phone, like you're having a text conversation with them, which is pretty dang cool. And then making it really personal. So notice too, when you guys get chat on your website, don't just say chat with us here. You can be a little more creative. You can do what Adam does and go to Chatbot GPT. You could say, hey, write me a cool intro paragraph for my chatbot. This is what I do, and it'll give you the best answer. So this is, hi there, have a question for our Drip Bar specialist, text us here, right? So it's just a little more inviting. Great way to do a chat. And so what if AI could actually help you find your next customer? Wouldn't that be pretty cool? Have little robots? Yes, thank you. What's your name?
Caden.
Caden, welcome Caden. What's up, man? Glad you found us.
Yeah,
So, what's that?
I came in yesterday trying to check this place out. I work over there at Little Sushi.
Oh yes, that's a great place.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome. If you guys need good sushi, right here on the corner. It's awesome. Awesome. So the truth is your customers are all over the place, right? They're online. They could be already on your website. They're just not talking to you because there's not a chat there. We had, Drip Bar Keller over here said when they put the chat on their website and they didn't do anything else different, the leads they got dramatically increased. They didn't start to spend more on Google or spend more on Facebook. They just simply had that there because they were already getting traffic. No one just knew what to do because it was a confusing site. Like, what do I click? Where do I go? Oh, I can just chat with someone. That's way easier, which is how we think too, right? Have you guys engaged in web chat before? Way easier than trying to navigate a complicated website. It's like, boom, I'm just gonna, person right here is gonna give me white glove guidance to what I need to find. So website chat, your customers are on Facebook and Instagram, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, Google My Business Messenger. Did you know people can message you from your Google My Business account? Do you guys know that? Is that a fire alarm? Okay, nobody panic, we're okay. Online, you're definitely fine. Okay. So Google My Business, when people are searching for you, if someone's looking for like pool maintenance near me or window cleaning near me or best cupcakes in the world near me or the best PR person in the whole world near me, what's going to show up is their actual listing, their Google My Business listing, and you can actually message the business from there. But here's the sad part. Most businesses don't know that, and it goes nowhere. So there could be people reaching out to you today on Google My Business, asking you questions and thinking that you're just too busy for them, which is not good. So when you can have Google My Business, and I'm going to show you how we fix that problem, don't worry, but that's a big problem, right? Because we figure this out all the time. We do work with a lot of Drip Bar folks, which Drip Bar is awesome. And when they have their Google My Business, their Facebook Messenger, Instagram, all that stuff in one place, and they can see it all, like come into one unified inbox and be able to respond to it, it's shocking how much stuff that could have been missed. Because you don't realize, people are actually asking me what time we close on Instagram. They're asking me, do you do this kind of service on like Facebook Messenger? Like that gets lost in the noise. Having a place that pulls all in one unified inbox is really, really important to have. And the neat thing is, when I say how AI can find these people for you, when you have all this connected to a centralized location, then you can have AI be the autoresponder for each of those channels, right? So someone comes in from Google My Business or Facebook Messenger or Instagram, and immediately they get a, hey, can I get your first name? And a, hey, thanks so much for reaching out. What are you looking to try to do today? Cool, can we go ahead and get you an appointment booked? That appointment bot is working across all these channels, having conversations with people, and you don't even have to do anything. The goal is they do such a good job that they're booking appointments for you and having conversations while you're doing whatever else you want to be doing. And you're never missing a conversation in any of these channels ever again. So obviously, personalization and context is key, which I'm going to show you here, which is the awesome part about Chatbot GPT. It gets smarter every single day, and it knows when people are like struggling or they need help or whatever they're going to write back. They're not just going to get a generic canned response, which is what's amazing about really good AI, is it's going to read the situation and know how to respond back. So I'm going to give you an example of that real quick. And this is a really sad example. I debated on whether I should show this to you guys or not. But I was like, this is such a perfect example. I have to show you. So that one text I sent out to everyone that said, hey, can I help you guys increase your leads and sales? This fellow wrote back and said, hey, Brad, we are now fully out of business and soon to be filing bankruptcy. Sad, right? So the bot responded back and said, I'm sorry to hear about your business situation. That was the bot. Like it knew he was in a bad business situation. And this wasn't just a generic like, hey, great, let's do this. It apologized for them. I'm sorry to hear about your business situation. And then, of course, it tried to sell them because it's a good salesperson, which is, it says, while we primarily offer tools, training, and one-day intensive retreats, we can explore options to generate leads and create a funnel for your website. Let's schedule a call to discuss further. So I messaged him back and I said, hey, man, I'm so sorry about that. Like, my bot sent this. And he was fine with it. But what I wanted you to see here was how neat this is, that people can respond back in a human way, and it's going to respond back with like empathy and emotion and actually have an intelligent conversation. Now, granted, this bot is trained like a ninja to book. So this is going to happen, but that's just the state of AI, right? It's not a human. So it's going to have issues like this, but it also gives you a chance to jump in and say like, hey, sorry, that was my bot. Let me know if you need anything or how can I help? But the neat part is that first half that I wanted you guys to see, because I think that is super important to know what it's capable of. So, we've had lots of people get massively increased appointments from here. These are a couple like different types of coaches, 57% increase in booked appointments, 730% increase in booked appointments, which is all relative. Like they had 102, they had 108, but this thing goes to work to get things booked and to actually complete booked appointments on both sides, which is fantastic. And again, people are going to type stuff in wrong all the time. Do you guys ever have those text messaging moments, like maybe with parents or friends, and they're trying to type something and they just like are all over the place, and you're like, I don't even know what you're saying, or it's all scattered. So it does a pretty good job too. Like this is an example where it asked them a question. That person didn't respond for like an hour, so the bot automatically goes back and says, hey, are you still there? And they put, yep, Friday the 3rd, 1 p.m. Central. And it had all the information it needed to just go ahead and send the invite over. So it booked the calendar invite, it sent the email confirmation, and it was done, right? And that was like, they were just silent for an hour or two, and then boom, they just sent 3 texts real fast, and the bot aggregated all that data, looked at the calendar, sent the invite request, and it was done, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you're tired or shocked, but I like that face. I'm gonna say you're shocked because of how cool that is. So the question is, do you think if you had AI following up with your leads like this to start conversations, that you would have more booked appointments for your business? I think so. We do. And then if you had more auto-booked appointments and applied some of that sales framework, do you think you would have more sales? Because the truth is, if you apply those things, like if the goal is like, hey, we've got to have more sales, the truth is, well, you need to be talking to more people to get more sales. And in order to talk to more people, you have to have some sort of mechanism or something needs to change to get in front of more people. And if you can have that on autopilot, something that's booking for you, then that becomes a lot easier. Would you guys agree? So, you know, we talked about that over the phone selling formula. Real simple, just the recap is the promise, proof, and offer. Hey, this is the, actually, I'm sorry, there was an extra P. I missed this, oh my gosh. Problem, oh no, it's just in a different font. Problem, promise, proof, offer. So the PPPO. So hey, here's the problem you're facing. Here's the promise of how we're gonna help you solve that problem. Here's the proof of how we've done it for other people. And this is why it makes sense for you to make this decision right now and give them an offer. And then, so if you answered yes to those questions of if we think that more appointments through AI is gonna help you and that's gonna create more sales, then I have some good news for you. And I'm actually gonna make it easy for you guys to start your AI journey today. So if you're interested in doing something like this, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do it, how you can get more booked appointments and close more leads into sales. And I'm actually gonna help you guys get it all set up for your business so it can run just like what I showed you on the screen. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Bueno? And the special bonus is I'm also gonna show you how you can reactivate your past customers into booked appointments, which Keith knows all about because you just did that manually, calling your past customers. So there's what we call the acres of diamonds. If you've had people that have bought from you in the past, or maybe you've sent proposals to, or you've talked with, they haven't bought from you, most of us are trained to always move forward, and we don't ever look back. So if you can leverage all the people in the past that you haven't talked to in a while, and you can reintroduce them, like that one message I showed you earlier was what we did. We said, hey, are you still interested in X? Or hey, can I show you how to get this kind of result? And that's all you do. Imagine if you had that one text message sent out to the group of people that you've done business with before to say, hey, are you happy with your current pool maintenance company? Or hey, when's the last time you've had your windows cleaned? Can we come out and take a look? Built something real simple. And no matter what they respond to, it's gonna respond with like empathy and story. It's gonna say, boom, how about we get something on the schedule and try to book that appointment. But you're not having to manually go down that list on a spreadsheet and call 250 people or 150 people, whatever that number is. So, isn't that pretty cool? I thought the sign was funny. This is the sign you've been looking for. All right, so are you guys excited? Yeah? All right, so what I'm gonna give to you guys is I'm gonna get you the AI chat. I'm gonna show you what this all looks like. So the AI chat bot that I showed you, so that's gonna be the actual text message chat bot that you're gonna have to do exactly what I showed you up here on the screen. That is connected to your calendar, whether you're on Google Calendar, whether you're on iCal, or whether you're on Outlook, it's gonna connect and read those calendars so you don't double book. You can still show up to your kids' baseball games and go to your meetings and it's not gonna double book you. I'm also going to do a group training. So those of you that want this, and it's very inexpensive, guys, so don't worry if you're worried about this going to be $1 million. It's not. Group training. So I'm going to get you guys all set up on here, help you get it connected to your socials. And we have a really cool 24/7 support system on this too. So if you're up at 3 a.m. trying to launch like a crazy like text message campaign, you're like, I don't know what button to click, we got you covered. And most importantly, I want to help you guys get more booked appointments to convert into sales. Like that's the name of the game. We are all like, I'm with you guys. I'm a small business owner too. And I know how important it is, especially in this economy and all the things going on. Like we have to be creative and gritty and fierce to help keep thriving in this community. And this is what we found works really, really well when it comes just to like, we've got to get more appointments. We got to talk to more people. Like this has been the easiest switch that we've turned on. And the good news is you can train your own bot. Isn't he cute? This is what he looks like. This is the guy doing all the work. Not really, but I wish. So what's neat is I'm going to give you the dashboard here so you can actually add in your own Q&As. So Keith's going to get really excited and stay up all night and think about all the questions people might be asking about Windows. Be like, what's the most amount of Windows I can clean in a day? So you can pump this full of all the possible questions that anyone could ever ask your business and have all the answers in there. So immediately when someone texts you anything or goes through Google My Business or Facebook and asks you a question, it's going to rapidly read through all of this to see if anything matches that it can help you answer. And this is crazy too. This still blows my mind. And you can put in, if you have one website or multiple websites, you put your website in and it scrapes all the content and it learns everything about your business. So if someone asks you, hey, what's the, trying to think of another drip name besides All-Star Drip. That's the only one I've gotten. Power Pack. What's the Power Pack drip? Boom, it's going to be able to grab that information either from your website or Q&A and answer that. Yep.
So do you have to, like, what if there's a question that a customer might ask that you haven't written a response for? Can it generate that? Like, or can it at least store that question for you to review later?
Yeah, so you actually have like a unified dashboard where you can see all conversations come in from, and you can see how it answered, and you can give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. Say, good job, bot. You did awesome. Here's a cookie. Or you can say, bad job, bot. I'm going to train you more. And so when you hit thumbs down, it pulls what they asked, and it says, in the future, this is what I want it to say instead. So you're always training your bot, kind of like the little Tamagotchi pets back in the day. Do you guys remember those? So you're training your bot to get smarter and smarter, so it knows in the future, like, oh, okay, so if they ask about like a sashimi roll, respond this way instead of this way. But it does intelligently respond back. It might say, hey, I'm not sure, but we do have this. It'll always kind of work on some sort of redirect. So it scrapes all your websites. So without getting super crazy technical, imagine like this little bot guy having all your websites or your website, all your Q&A, plus the power of chatbot GPT, and all that's going to work to answer any questions people might have in the most commonly used messaging platform as a simple text message, right? Or it could be a Facebook Messenger or anything else, but it's what they're already using. You're not making them use a new tool and communicate a different way. It's already on the most highly used, highly personalized device and mechanism they're using. And you're getting all these things flowing in with the goal of trying to get them to book an appointment. Now, if the goal is not to book an appointment, that's okay. You can actually turn off your calendar and say, intent is not to book appointment. Intent is just to have question and answer in a conversation you can then jump back into as a human and actually respond from like the mobile app. So it doesn't always have to be a booked appointment. If you're selling cupcakes, you got your back.
You know, I actually thought about it after you said that, and I do, because cake consultations, like I actually do a lot of consultations over the phone. Like, we actually do have to schedule a lot of things because, like, building a cake is apparently a process, and so it's pricing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my kids have had some pretty elaborate cakes, so I know the time and cost, and yes, so absolutely, cake consultation could be a great one. So here is my special BAM. Well, any questions first on how any of that works? Yes. Yep.
So, anyway, I feel like Messenger and I can be like, hey, you guys,
100%. I mean, here's the deal, like autoresponders in general are probably one of the most underutilized but most powerful things you can have for anything, like fill out a form, missed call text back. Like anytime someone's trying to communicate, having that automatic responder, and then one step beyond that is when you can have like AI with that autoresponder to actually help someone, right? Because how many times can we not immediately get back to someone? If someone's looking to like book an amazing podcast or do work, and maybe you're in the middle of producing and recording someone's podcast, like you can't stop what you're doing, but a bot could get back to them and say, hey, are you interested in a podcast or doing a show, or how can I help you? And it's actually opening up the dialogue that they can go ahead and start feeling like they're getting their ideas out there. And it could say, that sounds great. I love your idea about, and it actually reflects back what they type about creating a podcast for your cat to promote a book. Could we set up a time to chat? How does Thursday at 2:00 work? And so they're feeling heard and listened to and reflected, and then the opportunity to take a next step, all while she's in the studio with someone else helping them get their work done. And then she comes back out and is like, oh, I've got a new booked appointment on my calendar. So that's the magic of that. But I... Mm-hmm.
How does that lead just not disappear? Because it's collect information from them that you can.
Yeah, so you can say like, here's the 3 or 4 things that I want. I want their full name, their email, what problem they're looking to solve. And the chatbot will automatically try to get that information. And then that contact is stored. So you can go back and then you can call them and say, hey, I saw you were just chatting with my chatbot, Sue. and people are smart, right? Like it is okay that they're talking with the chatbot. It's okay because they're at least like feeling like they're getting closer to solving a problem and getting to that booked appointment or next step. Okay, so what I've put together is what's called the AI My Business package, because we want to be able to AI your business. And I'm doing this for $97. So what I'm giving you, yes. Oh yeah, the robot does have a very small salary. It's 0.075 cents per message it sends. And that's something that's just like the chatbot GPT, like cost of everything. So with that 97, this is a part of Genie Rocket. So if you already have Genie Rocket, I've got good news for you, so hang tight. If you don't, this is a small part of the fuller Genie Rocket platform that you can turn on and get all of that chatbot information. So, I mean, the question is, one, how many deals to close in 1 month for $97? How many deals would it take? Probably not many. So write down this URL. We're doing this like very special offer today. So it's just bamrsvp.com/AI. And so with that, we're gonna do the group training. I'm gonna help you get everything connected up to all your socials so you never miss a conversation again. And AI is gonna start responding to everything for you and link to your calendars to help you get more booked appointments. Does that sound good? And then if you guys want, I also have this option on the site, the full Genie Rocket suite, which is the AI booking bot plus CRM. How many of you guys in here have Genie Rocket already? 1, 2, you're about to have it, 3. So if you already have Genie Rocket, the good news is that's already in there. You guys already have it. And I'm gonna show you, we're doing like a $49 optional training if you want to deep dive and how to get it set up further. But you guys already have access to that tool inside of Genie Rocket. You can turn on and train today. Yes, which is great news. If you don't and you need a bigger solution, so Genie Rocket is a full-on CRM, so it's email marketing, social media marketing, everything you really need to run like the marketing areas of your business. And that is, I mean, I won't go through all this. This could be a full week's workshop of all the stuff you can do on here, but you can send out proposals from here, send out invoices, collect payments, schedule your social media, write blogs, create websites and landing pages, all the stuff. Yes. To the internet.
No. Like when you host it, you have to have like the hosting site to go to the blog, or is it like coming from Genie Rocket, so it's already on?
Great question. So it's self-hosted on here, but you can connect a domain to it. So if you have like kid cakes, you can, which I think we already do, you have that pointed to Genie Rocket to host everything. And then the blog and the website and landing pages and all that is hosted on Genie Rocket. But you can pull a limited amount of domains there. So you could buy a domain on GoDaddy and call it whatever you wanted. It could be Keith's window washing robot 2.0 business, and then build a website and build a blog and have it all connected up in here. So that bigger package is $297 a month. And that includes the AI, but also just all the tools you need to run your business. I mean, we basically run our entire operation of Genie Rocket from Genie Rocket and train other business owners to do so. And it's an incredible platform. I can't show you everything it does because that would take way too long. And yeah, the question is, hey, Brad, what if I already have Genie Rocket? So boom, it's live in your account. You've got it, which is amazing. So if you go into settings and conversation AI, you'll see it there. And then on that same website, we have an option just for a $49 one-time group training. So if you want kind of just help setting it up and going a little bit deeper in that, we're doing that. So that's everything at the bamrsvp.com/AI. So if you want that booking bot to automatically go and book appointments and you want it connected to your social media accounts, your Google My Business, you can set up a phone number in here and actually have it where it's texting from the phone number. We have an app so you can actually like respond to messages in the app if you want the robot to shut up and you just take over as a human. All those things are possible, but it's a phenomenal tool. We've had lots of success on it, and the people that have been using it have had lots of success on it. So I really wanted to share that with you guys today. I normally don't pitch stuff at BAM to try to do big sales, but I really wanted to take this opportunity because there's no other platform that does this. Like, this is a really unique advantage and opportunity I think you guys have to take a leap ahead. So that's it. Happy to answer any questions you guys might have on the tool or on anything AI related. Yes.
I have such a love hate with these things as like a consumer. I'm always trying to play the guessing game. Is it a robot or is it a real person? But from a business perspective, I think you have ways you have to text the team and ask, but can you like put a thing in there that says like, hello, I'm Bam, the non-human employee.
Yeah.
So that way the customer's like, oh, okay. Because there's been several times I think that I've gone to like different, I don't know, then I start to get inundated with all these different texts from different ones that I probably accidentally signed up for, but then I'm no longer enough for whatever. So I guess I'm just asking, like, is the next evolution of this like, hey, full disclosure, totally not a human here, but here to help you get the answer you want, right? You can set that up.
You can set it up as the initial message that sends out, and then also it's smart enough, like if someone responds back and says, hey, is this a bot or are you a human? It'll say, oh no, I'm the bot assistant for, insert your company name. How can I help you today? Yeah, because we were mentioning earlier, like, and that's okay. Like, again, I think this is such new tech and people are still kind of trying to figure out where AI fits within business and life. But I think in the future, people will expect, those Autobots, and they're going to get so smart and intelligent. Some people might want to just cut through the BS of talking with a human, and they'd rather talk to a bot because they know they're going to get exactly what they're looking for faster.
So it was just like this long, drawn out thing that she had no speaker and to try to find the correct phone number because it was listed wrong. So I keep trying to figure out these better to have a bot. Just finding the right phone number. And text it to me.
For sure. Yeah.
But I did have a question. So for Drip Bar, just a follow-up. So what would be awesome, and we do have Genie Rocket, it's amazing, and as I'm looking into it, I'm telling Robbie like, oh my gosh, did you know? So I'm excited to learn and to have to do all of these things. But my first question is, can we teach it to send out a reminder? So, and make that a little bit personal. Like, it would be so cool to say, hey, we're excited to have you in. another touch. And then the follow-up, after how are you feeling, we just speak to the next touch, and then have it set up another reminder of kind of like, hey, you know, that we have this world. So like all of those things can it do, and to her point, not be annoying.
Yeah, so you can set up like custom workflows based on an appointment date. So the condition can be 2 hours before, 1 hour before, 30 minutes before, 1 hour after, 2 hours after, 3 hours after. And you can pull their information. So you can say, hey, first name, da-da-da-da. So you could set up all those conditions based on appointment start date and time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and you can do ringless voicemail drops too. I don't know if you guys have explored those.
I would say so. Your bar, at least 3 of the 4 that I know that the fastest growing good bars in the nation, but they are Texas. They're awesome people. They pulled me into Genie Rocket.
Yeah.
Alex and corporate sales and Genie Rocket. So I'm not getting paid for this.
You might have seen me on Instagram.
I'm so pumped. Like I
Yeah.
told you the other day, I was in Genie Rocket because I was sitting at the desk and I'm like, I just can't do ice? Like what? And I'm like, what a punch him, you know? Because I'm like, there's so much cool stuff.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that it can do where I can not be freaking out trying to post or, you know, I've used AI for hashtags, you know, it's worked out great, like that's helped me with social, finding the right hashtag, but not going as far as, you know, this one because I'm a creative and it kind of takes me off. The same way when someone's like, oh, use Canva, I'm like, you know, I'm just getting used to it. There's some things in Canva where it's kind of cool, you know, to jump in there and share Canva with the whole thing. But no, I'm doing it right now. No. But I'm just, I mean, the schedule I got at freaking post, and then it's just something where it's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some, we'll do maybe like a deeper training on it too, but we're getting kind of Canva-esque type editors inside of it too. So when you're scheduling a post, you can actually edit the image, change the size, add stuff to it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was on really express where I changed the size of, I'm sure it's in the too, but change the size for Instagram square or Instagram story, and I'm like,
yeah.
Like it was awesome.
No, that's cool. I'm so glad, so happy to hear that you guys are loving it. It does a lot. You can get lost in it sometimes.
I need to learn.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up?
So it's automatically collecting everybody's contact info, correct?
Yep. So basically what happens is once you install this, and I failed to mention this, you guys all have existing websites, I'm guessing, right? Like you're in business, you have a website. So you get a little widget, like a little piece of code, and you just pop that on your website, and that SMS chatbot automatically appears on your website. So when someone fills that out, whoosh, it sucks in that information, starts the conversation, gets them to book. So it's all incoming lead information. If they message you on any of those platforms and they start a conversation, that's all incoming messages. The bot takes over, tries to schedule. And then the extra bonus I was gonna do too is if you guys have an existing list of people, we're gonna send out a message to all those people to try to get them to wake up, or a group of people where it's like, hey, are you still looking to solve this problem? That's it, hands off, back away, and see who responds. And if they respond, Ninja Robot goes to work to get them on your schedule.
So like, can you send a message to like a group, like the whole group of people at one time?
Yeah.
And you can schedule that?
Yep, you can send, so again, I won't go through all the features of what full Genie Rocket can do, but you can send, like you could select thousands of contacts and say, send a text to everybody and pull their first name and go. and it's going to say, hey, Jake, hey, Steve, hey, Susan, hey, Bob, hey, Steve, blah, 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 blah. And then the second they respond, Mr. Bot goes to work. Yep. Just a 3-year commitment for you. No. No, it is 100% month to month. So with that, you can cancel anytime. And guys, look, if you try it and don't like it, I'll give you your $97 back. I don't care. We're not making any money off the $97. Like, I just want you guys to have it and try it. And where I make money, and I'm hoping you guys will eventually do, is when you actually move to the full suite of Genie Rocket. That's how we grow. But I at least want to try to break it down to a way where you can try it and see the power of AI, because it can truly change a lot of things. I mean, how you use technology for your business. I mean, just like these drip bar over here, like it can save so much time just on how you're managing leads and communication, and it's a game changer. That? Yeah. For like all your different things you're doing. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd love to be able to integrate that, but all of our sales will do online medical record.
What is the online medical record called? Oh, Jane. There's a lot of drip bar owners using Jane, right? Does Jane integrate with Zapier? What's that? Who uses it? Yeah, I don't know if it does directly. If Jane integrates with anything else, we have what's called an open API. So we're like, we'll work with anybody. But whenever other software is like, no way, then we can't connect. But a lot of tools connect on something called Zapier, which is like, it'll grab this tool over here and this tool over here, and you just use human language to say, if this happens here, then do this over here. But yeah. Ask Jane. Tell Jane we said hi and that she needs to integrate with us.
Yeah, we can pull from a
Yeah.
but that's easy, but just to have it on the book.
I know.
We can do.
Yeah, just stop using Jane. You'll be all set. Not as great as Genie Rocket. Just saying. I don't know.
If Genie Rocket could do a medical record,
It is HIPAA compliant, and you can store data.
we looked at it a year ago, and we wasn't anything quite ready for that. But if you got something else.
All right, we'll talk. We'll see. We'll call it Jane Rocket 2.0. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, so just stop using Jane and you'll be set. Any other questions? Any like cool stories you guys have had with AI? Anything you've tried before? Anything you've done?
Yes, I actually just started using AI like in the last couple of days, and I am about to be in this magazine. Can't remember the name of it, but it's like a printed magazine. So they send you out the questions, you answer the questions, and then they write an article about you, but they write it from your point of view. So I send them my questions. They write the article, they send me the article. I absolutely hate it. Like, I'm literally like, I would rather just not be in the magazine than to be represented as somebody I'm not. Like,
Yeah.
I hated it. So I rewrite it, but I rewrote it in like 20 minutes. And then I send it to them, and then she was like, okay, well then how about this? And then they tried it again from my point of view. I'm like, well, how about you don't write it from my point of view? You write it about me and not say that it is me, because you guys are destroying everything that is about me.
So did you use AI?
No. So then this morning, I went on to Chat GPT, and I was like, can you help me with something? And I don't know why his name is she, but she said, yeah, what do you need? And I said, well, I have 2 versions of an article, and I would like a compilation of both of them together. And then she goes, I'd be more than happy to take care of that for you. I can definitely do that. So I send the first copy through. They send you like their little view on it. I send the second copy through. And then they're like, so you just want me to make both of these into one article? When I tell you that the most incredible, amazing article popped out, like, and the whole thing took about 3 minutes. So then I go, okay, I send it over to the newspaper article, and they're literally reviewing it right now.
It's pretty powerful. If you guys don't do any of this stuff, that's fine. But I would encourage you guys to at least like look at Chatbot GPT and just start using that for when you are doing posts or you are doing anything creative, and you'll be blown away by how good it is because it learns your personality. You could say, make this sound friendly or conversational or mean or spicy, and it'll do all those things better than you can. Good. Any other questions? What? Mm-mm. I'm a futurist, so I love it. Yeah. That's one perspective. Guys, you are amazing. Thank you all for showing up to be here today on a Friday. It's hard to know if it's going to be like 30 degrees outside or 80 degrees. I don't see any smoke. I think we're okay. Online, if there's anyone still left online, thank you guys so much for joining. I think Logan probably put that link up there if you guys want to take advantage of this offer. I'm not going to have this offer up for long because, again, like I said, it's really crazy cheap, and I just wanted to throw it out to see if we can get you guys started on it. So if you want to take advantage of it, go for it. If not, there might be something in the future that's kind of similar but might not be that low. But thank you guys for joining online. We'll catch you next time. You guys are welcome to hang out here as much as you want to chat, and I'll be here if you guys want to talk through any ideas or strategy or of why you need to switch from Jane to Genie Rocket. Any of that stuff we can chat about.